Hey guys, Mario here, back with a new review video, this time on something a little bit different. I'm going to be reviewing this Tails prototype figure from the 3.5-inch line from Jazwares, and you can see that these are my Tails that I have from Jazwares. I'm missing the first release of the Toys R Us exclusive. This is the second version over here, and this is after the true deal was off of Jazwares figures. But this one is our Wave 2 figure right after this one over here, and then we have this little mystery right over here, which don't know where he falls under the line. And then we have the third to last release of the Jazwares figures when it came with the accessories from Sonic Colors. So yeah, we're going to be reviewing him along to see the differences between each figure and see any noticeable differentiations with the figure. Okay, our first difference with this figure, we're going to be doing the Wave 2 Tails from 2011 or 10. They released it. There were different releases with them being in one of the different colored packs behind him, and a really small pack that came with no stand, because a lot of the Jazwares figures came with stands. And you could immediately tell that the joints on the prototype are much different from the waves before the new joints, or the swivel joints. With the prototype, nothing is really colored in. It's just details and lines that are in the figure. Even the tail is just really that much different. No paint, it's just line detail for where the paint goes, especially on the shoes over here. It's much different, and on the actual figure there, it's a little easier to tell. But color, the mold color on this is the same thing. It's just that different joints and all, and the tails on this are really loose. Doesn't mean they're gonna break. Usually the problem with Jazwares figures that joints were very loose and people didn't like that. So this is what this prototype is. It's a fix of joints being too loose, and they fixed that problem. It's just that I don't want to really bend it or break it or anything, because it's the only one. There's probably more somewhere. It's just that it's unpainted version of this one, or probably the one that we're gonna do next, the one that came with the accessories. But it's really the same mold on this one, just missing paint details. That's really all. Now, how much did I pay for these? The prototype, you won't believe how much I paid for it. I paid $10 for it on eBay. Yeah, and this one I think I paid $15. It's kind of a little bit much, but since Jazwares doesn't have the license anymore to Sonic figures, I mean, it's okay for now. But yeah, that's it about the difference between these two figures. Now on to our next figure. Okay, on to our next one, which is the 2013 version with the fixed joints, which is on this prototype. He also came with his PDA device from Sonic Colors when they were doing the accessory line. which is okay. He could hold it in his hands, but not really looking into that right now. Things that I want to point out, the color mold on this one is a darker peach or yellow orangish than this one, and the other one it's a bit darker, which I say is doesn't really look that good. I mean, I'm not sure if you could see here, but this one right here is a bit darker than this one. And yeah, you could the difference between these guys obviously are the hands, because the 2013 one came with this, which he was able to hold in his hands, but not gonna be doing that. Same thing, paint details, the swivel joints are all here, and that's really much. The only difference is the mold color on it and the open hands. The joints are the same, everything's the same. It's just that it's unpainted. See that over here. And the 2013 ones came with a see-through base to hold the figure instead of the normal black ones. And another thing about the 2013 figures that they are a lot of money. The reason why there's so much is because Jazwares didn't really send out much shipment of them, and they became very rare. So the only rare ones in the 2013 set would be Amy, Silver, and Tails, just because Jazwares was making new molds or sculpt or colors on them. You could probably spot them with the Sonic, Shadow, and Knuckles, which are much different from the first release. The second release, I say, isn't really that good. Their mold plastic color is too bright, and I don't like it that much. I would say the original first release is good, but the only way to spot the difference with the first and second release is, I'm just gonna say Sonic, first release and second release is really hard to tell. There's really no difference, so it's really hard. If you see one on eBay or Amazon, it might be the second print, which is less rare. With Knuckles, his face part, like this, is a dark peach on the first release, and on the second it's a really light peach, which the first one looks like he's from Sonic Adventure 2, which looks really good, but the second release doesn't really look that good, and it looks like Jazwares are starting to get really lazy with their figures. The Shadow has the same thing as Knuckles. The first release was much darker, and then the second print was much lighter, which I didn't like. But for Tails, Silver, and Amy, they didn't have any second release. They only had a first release, making them much rarer than the Sonic, Shadow, and Knuckles. And finding one on eBay is for really cheap is really good. I just found this guy really cheap too, and the Silver really cheap on eBay, brand new in the box. I'm not gonna open them. I already have them open, but it's just nice to see them still boxed, because they're worth a lot of money. I mean, that's really it about the Tails prototype. The ones in the back here are the same things. This first release of them. Actually, the Toys R Us one doesn't come with the stand. He doesn't have a hole in his foot, so you can't put stands in him. This one comes with this stand, and there's a hole in his foot. And that's really it. It's just different joints and paint and details. Updates regarding my channel. I want to do the classic Supersonic prototype but I want to get the normal figure first so I can compare them and see the differences with the normal and prototype. I finally got a Mario Kart 64 Luigi. I'll be doing that right after I get my normal classic supersonic figure, and I'll compare them. I'll be doing more Mario Party 5 plushes videos. I've gotten some of them, I just haven't gotten the time to do a video on them, but they'll be in a set 2 video, like the first one that I have. I'll probably be deleting the Donkey Kong video and putting him with the set 2 video. So yeah, that's really it. This is Mario signing off. Make sure to subscribe and like. Goodbye.